The year is 1788. Europe teeters on the edge of change, with political tensions and shifting alliances creating an atmosphere of uncertainty. The once mighty Ottoman Empire, long a formidable threat to the Habsburg monarchy, shows signs of weakness and internal strife. Emperor Joseph II, an ambitious ruler eager to expand his realm and secure his legacy, seizes the opportunity. He declares war, hoping to capitalize on the Ottomans' vulnerability. The Austrian army, a vast and unwieldy force, lumbers eastward toward Ottoman territory, driven by a mix of ambition and desperation. Among its ranks are soldiers of diverse languages and backgrounds, a recipe for miscommunication and confusion. The lack of a common language and cultural differences only add to the chaos. Morale is low, the march is long and grueling, tensions simmer as exhaustion and frustration take their toll on the troops. On September 16th, the vanguard of the Austrian army reaches the town of Karánsebes, nestled along the Timis River in modern-day Romania. They hope for a brief respite from their arduous journey. They expect rest and supplies. What they find instead is a recipe for disaster, as miscommunication and poor planning set the stage for a catastrophic series of events. The Austrian soldiers, parched and exhausted after their long journey, are eager for drink. Their throats are dry and their spirits are low after days of marching under the relentless sun. The promise of a refreshing drink is all they can think about. They encounter a group of Romani selling schnapps, a potent fruit brandy, across the Timis River. The sight of the vendors and their wares brings a glimmer of hope to the weary soldiers. The Romani, with their colorful attire and lively demeanor, seem like a mirage of relief. Tempted by the promise of alcohol, a group of soldiers wades across the river, eager to quench their thirst. The cool water of the river offers a brief respite from the heat, and the soldiers' spirits lift as they approach the vendors. However, the soldiers' revelry is short-lived. Just as they begin to enjoy their drinks, their laughter and merrymaking are abruptly interrupted. A contingent of hussars, the elite cavalry of the Austrian army, arrives on the scene. The hussars, known for their discipline and fierce loyalty, are taken aback by the sight before them. They see their comrades drinking with the Romani and, misinterpreting the situation, assume the worst. The hussars, trained to be ever vigilant, quickly jump to conclusions. They believe the group across the river to be enemy forces. The Romani, with their unfamiliar appearance, are mistaken for adversaries, and the soldiers' relaxed demeanor is seen as betrayal. Arguments erupt between the hussars and the drinking soldiers. Insults are hurled, tempers flare. The air is thick with tension as both sides stand their ground, neither willing to back down. And then, in the heat of the moment, a shot rings out. The sound pierces the air, freezing everyone in place. The gravity of the situation becomes painfully clear. It is a shot heard around the world. Or at least it would be if it had been fired in anger against an actual enemy. Instead, it stands as a testament to the chaos that can arise from a simple misunderstanding, a cascade of errors that nearly led to disaster. The single errant shot acts as a catalyst, igniting the simmering tension into full-blown chaos. The hussars, convinced they are under attack, charge across the river. The drunken soldiers, startled and confused, believe they are being attacked by their own comrades. Panic spreads through the Austrian camp like wildfire. Word of an enemy attack, wildly exaggerated in the telling, reaches the rear of the army. Soon, thousands of Austrian soldiers are convinced that they are facing a massive Ottoman assault. In the darkness and confusion, they fire blindly at anything that moves. The night descends into a terrifying spectacle of friendly fire and fear. The darkness cloaks the battlefield, turning it into a scene of utter confusion and dread. Austrian soldiers, gripped by panic, turn their weapons on their own comrades. In the chaos, they mistake friends for foes, their fear driving them to desperate actions. The darkness amplifies the chaos, making it impossible to distinguish friend from foe. Shadows and silhouettes blur together, creating a nightmarish scenario where every movement is suspect. The cries of the wounded mingle with the shouts of panicked soldiers. The battlefield becomes a cacophony of pain and terror, with no clear direction or leadership. Horses, spooked by the gunfire and the chaos, bolt through the camp, trampling anyone in their path. Their wild eyes reflect the madness of the scene, adding to the pandemonium. The air is thick with the smell of gunpowder and the fear of imminent death. Every breath taken is a reminder of the peril that surrounds them. The battle, if it can even be called that, rages throughout the night. It is a conflict born of confusion and fear rather than strategy or valor. Thousands of Austrian soldiers, some accounts say as many as 10,000, are killed or wounded. The scale of the disaster is almost unimaginable, a tragic testament to the chaos of war. The vast majority of these casualties are inflicted not by enemy forces, but by their own comrades. It is a grim reminder of the horrors that can arise from confusion and fear on the battlefield.